Cricbuzz Comm Box, just when it looked like things were going decently for the men in purple in terms of the number of runs, scoring rate, a few maximums, it was the stinging pace of Umran Malik that changed things around dramatically. 83 for 4 at the 10 over mark, and just a couple of overs earlier, with Nitish Rana in, Shreyas Iyer, Ajinkya Rahane looking good, things were very, very different. Not much swing on offer, but they've taken advantage of the pace. On Cricbuzz Comm Box, I'm joined by Michael Vaughan. If we had done Comm Box maybe 3 overs ago, we would have saying bright start from Kolkata, looking good, keep going. All changed.
Yeah, it's pace, isn't it? Umran Malik's been tremendous. He's been backed up by an incredible catch on the boundary, but that's what pace can do. That's why, the Sunrisers are delighted that he's in their side, because you throw him on for a spell when, the opposition are starting to really kind of get that foundation set, and they're about to think about 180, 190, and all of a sudden the pace, and it just unsettles players' rhythm. It unsettles the kind of thought process of a player, because it's coming at you quick. You can get hurt, and you start to play a few shots that necessarily you wouldn't do so against the ball that's coming down at 82 miles an hour. And Umran Malik, he's been the difference. Absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, he certainly has. If you have a look at the overall bowling, of course, there have been matches where Umran Malik has contributed, other matches where he's gone at 10 and 12 and over. But not much swing in offer, Michael, so we've not seen the impact from a Bhuvaneshwar Kumar early on. Jansen was decent, picked up that early wicket, but they basically decided to go after everyone, including a returning Natarajan.
Yeah, and he got dispatched, didn't he, in that one over? But he's a skillful bowler at the end. So this is where KKR are in trouble. There's 9.3 overs remaining, of which 3 of those overs are going to be bowled by Natarajan. So it's not going to be easy. Sam Billings is out there. He'll give it everything. Can they get to... I think they might get to 165. I think that's what I'm after. If they can get to 165, I win.
Yeah, well, what a coincidence, Michael. That's what you started with. But yeah, we're certainly going to be keeping an eye on that score. But if they have to get to your score, or even beyond that, I mean, Umran Malik still has a couple of overs, 3 from the skillful Natarajan. We already said Marco Jansen has got overs left. Bhuvi may not be as effective at the end, but he will bowl at some point in time. But really, Dre Russ for you, who does it for Kolkata? You have to push at the end.
It's Dre Russ. I mean, Sam Billings is class, but it really will take a Dre Russ special for them to get beyond that. What we look at, 165, 170 is par. For them to get beyond that, it's going to be a Dre Russ special. I would think they'll keep Umran Malik, up their sleeve for Dre Russ. The extra pace for when he comes out there. I'm sure they'll throw the young quick bowler onto him. So that's going to be a terrific contest to watch. You never rule out any teams in IPL cricket from getting the big score, because they can all strike it. But it's always very difficult when you lose so many quick wickets so quickly. It's just completely stopped the kind of momentum which was all the way of the KKR side.
Well, let's just finish with trying to assess the total that you suggested. Before the wickets fell, Tom Moody in the dugout was saying 175. Anything under, they'd probably be happy. After the wickets have fallen, I'm sure his thoughts have changed. You're saying 165. Assuming they get there, is it par?
Well, I think so, yeah. I mean, it looks like, there's no swing. There's not a great deal of spin, but I think it just holds up in the surface. It may get better for batting in the second innings with more dew that we see quite regularly, but it also might get more, in terms of lower balls. They're both skidding on a bit too paced. I'm honestly not sure what par score is on this venue. I'm always a little bit careful in trying to predict too much, because the pitch plays differently, or seems to play differently every game. But you'd have to say if they get to 150 from here, they'll be happy. It's a score on the board, and not saying they'll be confident of defending it, but it'll give them a chance.
Yeah, it certainly will. We'll see what happens. Dew may not play a factor. It hasn't really come up in Pune rather than in Mumbai, but we'll see what Kolkata have to deal with when they come to defend it in the second innings. For now, in a bit of trouble, they need some rescuing. They need a Dre Russ special.